Hello and welcome to today's NetBeez demo video. Today we're talking about network visibility in hybrid multi-cloud environments. This is the presentation that we did at ONUG Fall 2019 last week in New York City. So let's talk about hybrid multi-cloud environments in general. These environments rely on two or more public cloud, such as AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud, for example, to handle workloads for internal or customer-facing applications. Then they have one or more on-prem data centers and a wide area network where typically end users such as employees or customer reside. So let's think about the challenges of troubleshooting, say, application slowness in such environments. So how do you isolate performance issues where you don't know if it's the network, the application, or maybe it's a simple user error? What tools, what data do you use to pinpoint the root cause? So traditional network monitoring tools, maybe based on SNMP, for example, they don't give you access to, of course, the cloud performance because the underlying infrastructure is outsourced. So there is another entity, which is Amazon or Azure, that owns control or operate that section of that layer of the network. So in this case, NetBeez has a solution which basically relies on installing network monitoring sensor in each and every environment so you can run end-to-end test and verify connectivity, but also identify the area or location of performance degradation issues. So in that case, it's easier to troubleshoot and pinpoint the source of performance issues with applications or networks. And this way you can quickly isolate the fault and notify the right team, as is something that is only happening on the cloud, on-prem, or maybe at the remote wide area network. For this reason, there are two types of sensor that you can rely on-prem sensors, such as dedicated single board computers or VMs, or for the cloud, you can install maybe a software agent on an existing server, or maybe spin a dedicated cloud NetBeez agent on AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure, for example, or maybe just deploy the NetBeez monitoring agent as a software container with Docker, for example. So different ways that you can do network monitoring with NetBeez. And a typical deployment is the following, where, for example, on AWS we have a AMI NetBeez agent. On Google Cloud we have another NetBeez agent there with an image predefined, and then we can deploy VMs at the data center and a physical sensor for the remote wide area network locations. This way, you can then push and run end-to-end performance monitoring tests continuously in real time and really see if all your areas of the network are running well, they don't have packet loss or high round trip time, for example, and if so, you get proactive alert in a very quick way. So with the NetBeez automated incident detection, now you can first quickly detect and alert thanks by relying on the remote hardware software agents. Then all the alerts get aggregated and processed by the server that can identify and notify the correct team, whether it's a network issue, an application issue, or maybe a Wi-Fi issue if it's a remote wide area network site. And then third, you will be able to escalate to the correct team the incident via multiple integrations, maybe with Slack, maybe PagerDuty, or just with a simple SNMP trap or maybe email. And by doing so, you now are able to quickly detect the source of the problem. You can remove the noise from, say, unreliable sources. Sometimes are even the end users, because you have right now actual data, quantitative data to figure out what the problem is, and then really minimize the impact of network performance issues from really hours to minutes, because you have a really quick detection and a way to reduce troubleshooting time. Well, this is, I hope, is really kind of draw the picture on how you can achieve hybrid multi-cloud monitoring with NetBeez. If you'd like to learn more, feel free to reach out at netbeez.net, request a demo, or just check out other videos on our YouTube channel. Thank you and have a great day.